Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. We're so sorry, skeletons, you're so misunderstood. You only want to socialize, but I don't think we should. A spooky, scary skeleton.
Good evening, my fellow ghouls and ghoulettes, or anime, manga fans, all fans all around. Greetings, it is I, the Ninja Reviewer here, and I do apologize if this Halloween video isn't going to be particularly special, but I do just want to show off my little costume here. As you can tell, I got the little disco outfit. I'm a Disco Stew. Disco Stew from the Simpsons. But actually, this was from part of a... Now, this costume has some history because earlier during the month, it was my mom's 60th birthday, and she was having a 70s style dinner party, so I actually started to wear this as my costume, and I'm thinking, hey, you know what, it kind of fits for like an early Halloween costume, and I wore it again, officially now, for Halloween. So anyways, so now since I'm just wearing this for the last time, because it's already warm in my house as it is, because it's kind of cold outside, today, this Halloween video, it's going to be different compared to the, all the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff that's been going on for the past couple of while. Of course, we had Sister Location last year, then Five Nights at Freddy's, 4, which I did, but you know what, I figured, let's just chillax this year, let's not worry about anything of getting scared, unless there's something I can react to that's supposed to be spooky. I was trying to do the YouTube poop thing, but yeah. But anyways, this particular Halloween video is going to be the top 5 rather be anime. I'm going to give you guys a double Halloween video for the price of one, just to make up for shit. So anyways, let's just dive right into this first video right here, which is going to be the top 5 rather be animes or anime/cartoons that I love to watch every year for Halloween. Now, I could go on about horror movies, but I think that's pretty much already done to death as it is. Everyone does all their top 10, top 20, top 5, top everything of horror movies, whatever, when it comes to Halloween. But this time around, let's do the top 5 anime/cartoon shows that I would watch growing up, or just, really like to watch growing up around this time of year. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, I'm not going to really use too much video clips, obviously, but I'll actually show some pictures, maybe around the side, just to give you an idea. Starting off with number 5. Now, this one's going to be a little bit lower on the list, but, I figure because it is a kids thing this time around, this one is kind of more on the guilty pleasure list, and I guess it's because technically it's for one particular scene only, and that is for the weird, creepy, weird, crazy bonker stuff that goes on in this little tiny cart. Or I should say, it looks like a small carriage, but it's really not. Of course, I am talking about number 5, The Grinch's Halloween Night. Now, this I used to watch a lot when I was a kid, because this would sort of give me these psychedelic nightmares about this small little box. Then you got all these weird things coming out with the song, you-ka-raya, Grinch is gonna get ya. Like, that song itself has that creepy vibe to it. And when I was a kid, I used to sort of get scared of certain sounds. Like, I would just sneak on down and not see the certain things, like with the guy who goes like, yeah, like with the big mouth. I would get completely terrified of that a lot, because yeah, so this is why I chose this as number 5, because I'm starting with my earliest childhood that I used to watch this, and honestly it was just kind of frightening at times. Now, the whole special isn't really that creepy, but it has a really spooky vibe to it, but nothing too or anything like that. I mean, some of the dialogue is kind of a little but other than that, though, it was a guilty pleasure of mine that I would like to go stick around, just for that one scene in particular, that now, as an actual adult, doesn't really scare me as much anymore. I mean, yeah, I could tell it has this creepy atmosphere, but if I put it on a loud volume, especially with the whole thing, it does sort of give me that jump scare vibe. So, yeah, definitely when it comes to that, I will go to number 5. I know it's a little weird. It's a short little Dr. Seuss Halloween thing. But, for that particular scene alone, it gets a pass. So that will go for number 5. Number 4. Oh, boy. Number 4. hey, do you love zombies? I bet you do. And for all the guys out there, or girls if you're into that too, do you like fan service with half-naked high schoolers going after with fan service and going on a zombie apocalypse rave that's gonna take over most of Japan? Well, then you're gonna love High School of the Dead, going with number 4. What I really love watching about this series most of the time during the year is that the fact that it's one of those, okay, cool, I'm looking for like a nice, chill, zombie anime, you know, got some fan service, you know, here and there. No, that's the kind of stuff I like, so that's pretty cool, you know. That's, you know, that's my cup of tea. I can go for that most of the times when it comes to this spooktacular time of the year. So that's pretty cool. You know, I do like the atmosphere. I love the animation. The characters are actually quite fun. I mean, I wish there was a second season. And also, rest in peace to the author of High School of the Dead, who did sadly pass away last year, which is so sad. Which I don't think this means the manga will ever be completed, or maybe we're not going to see a season 2 ever, I guess. I really don't know. But High School of the Dead was definitely one of those guilty pleasure zombie Halloween movies that I would, anime, not movies, that I would definitely go out and definitely watch again most of the time, just seeing, you know, especially Psycho. Psycho is one crazy, awesome, and oh my god, she is a crazy bitch. And she's amazing. I love her so much because with her, she like knows all these cool martial arts attacks, and she could basically, you know, she's one badass chick that I would definitely ship. Because obviously I love this character. This character is amazing. You know, sure, she may look like she's always serious, but she does have, you know, her moments where she can be, you know, giving you that fan service treatment, or, you know, it could be a fun character, you know, at times. So yeah, you know, definitely that also makes me want to go to the show again, not just for the fan service, but for the zombies, especially when it comes to this time of the year. So yeah, definitely High School of the Dead would definitely be a number 4. Awesome, exciting, zombie-ific, fan service, TNA, hardcore nudity, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely one of those things that I do not mind watching again every time I snoop around for Halloween. Now we go on with number 3. Oh boy. Number 3 goes to one of course, since I am a brony, going with My Little Pony. This was actually a tough list one, because when it comes to number 3, between the 3, well, one of them not being really a Nightmare Night episode, but still kind of scary overall, it had to be a choice between, let's see, Luna Eclipse, Castlemania, or Scaremaster. Which one to me definitely made the number 3 spot on which one I actually really liked. Okay, I know people are gonna hate me for this, but Scaremaster. I have to go with this. Number 3 goes to Scaremaster. Why? It's because, one, when it comes to Scaremaster, what I really love about this episode is the comedy is actually really funny. And yes, I can understand Fluttershy. You know, some people say, oh, well, Fluttershy was just basically acting like the old Fluttershy. Well, here's the thing. You guys don't realize that Fluttershy is still afraid of Nightmare Night. She is still absurd, and she's still the same Fluttershy she's always been. It's just she wanted to try to see if she would be able to fit in instead of making everybody else feel bad. Which is why her first attempt when it comes to the little weird, cringy, you know, spooky tea party thing didn't really work. Which I love the anime cardboard things, by the way. They were so cute and it was so funny too. And I got most of them because I'm an otaku and I'm kind of sad now. Excuse me. I gotta have my throat. I said turn the camera off, god damn you. Okay, sorry. Whew. Well, after that happened, it's Halloween, damn it, I shouldn't be this sad. But anyways, though, since I technically know all the references, we did get to actually see, speaking of references, there was a whole bunch of little Easter eggs of costumes, and I would say it had way more variety compared to, I would say, with Nightmare Night. Granted, I think I did see the Scorpion. Oh yeah, I think I did see the Scorpion pony again, like I did back in Luna Eclipse. Now, don't get me wrong. As much as I really enjoy Luna Eclipse and really get to see Luna develop as a character, I would say with the whole Fluttershy one, it does fit more of the Halloween theme more than sort of with Luna Eclipse. What I like about it too is the corn maze. The corn maze was awesome, and it's definitely one of my favorite things when it comes to this, you know, the whole tradition of the season. Spookiness. And because of this, I really love the payoff that Fluttershy did at the end by having, you know, helping out with the family corn maze to make it even more scary than it ever was. And oh my god, a skeleton scary Granny Smith was a little bit too much for the kids. I say when it comes to the whole Halloween factor, this one was definitely one of the better ones because it does have this really cool Halloween feel to it. Well, I did say with Season 2, it feels like early-ish MOP, but I will say when it comes to Luna, we got to know her as a character more, and that's why Luna became a really awesome princess. But what here I really like about it because it does fit the mood of Halloween, or Nightmare Night, that's the case, for if you guys are bronies, and basically it does actually have a very powerful lesson when it comes to not, you know, trying to make your friends feel uncomfortable with stuff that you're not comfortable with doing. You know, just because, you know, you always hang out doesn't mean you always have to do everything together. There are times where you're not really interested in doing the same things as there, and you're not really comfortable, or you're kind of afraid, and you might as well just do something else for the spare time, or just see them the next time, or make some other plans while they go do the things that they want to do. And the other thing is that she didn't want to make her friends feel scared. Yeah, she didn't want to make her friends feel scared, and she wanted them, you know, just to have fun being scared, not just being terrified out of their mind. And it really hurts Fluttershy. She's not really the kind of pony that would do that. Granted, she's really absurd, especially now during Season 5, and moving on to Season 6, especially with her brother, and Season 7, of course. When it comes to this particular episode, it does show a little bit of strong lesson in character development for Fluttershy. Granted, some people will say it's a step back from her character. She's acting just like below Season 4 or 3 Fluttershy. Yeah, acting way too scared for her own good. Granted, I will admit, that started to get a little bit too old after a while. That was the only problem. My only problem with the little nitpick is that it started to get a little bit too old after a while when it comes to her just, you know, being terrified of almost everything. So that was my only gripe. Other than that, though, the episode is still really fun, and I get a kick out of it every time I watch it for Halloween. Not just because I'm a brony, but it's also pretty fun. And even if you're not a brony, I recommend checking out the episode regardless. Now we go on with number 2. Number 2. Now this is another anime one. Going with number 2. If you love Michael Jackson's Thriller Nights, and if you love The Nightmare Before Christmas, then combine those two together with the magical world, well, the awesome epic world of the One Piece. Wah, and you got yourself Thriller Bark. Yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho, yo ho ho, yo ho ho. That's right, Thriller Bark goes to number 2. I really do love watching this arc because it's got these really, well, maybe not the entirety of all the episodes, but just one of the cooler, best moments of the arc. And especially now because it's got the Funimation dub on it, which is actually pretty great too, because both the Jap and dub are actually really great as well. What I really do love about it is not just the awesome, spooky atmosphere. I love, you know, even though I'm not a crazy fan for Gecko Mario as a villain, when it comes to this time of Halloween, it does fit. And I really do love the atmosphere, and I really do like this art because it really gets to show you how Brooke was able to join the crew. And of course, we cannot forget, and you know, and again, you know, when it comes to the world building, you know, the spooky ship atmosphere, this Halloween creepy, and I swear I think Oda did base this on Michael Jackson's Thriller, especially that one scene where they're doing like this zombie night sort of dance, which reminds me so much of the Michael Jackson Thriller, except a little more different. But I would say definitely when it comes to the number 2 spot, definitely stronger, and somewhat one of my close, not like my top favorite, but it's definitely on my top favorite arcs list of the One Piece. Definitely Thriller Bark is up there because of not just the action-packed moments, of course, but also the comedy moments, which are actually really funny, and, you know, some fan service here and there, but mainly also because of the atmosphere, the action, the comedy, and the feels. A lot of feels, especially for my homeboy Brooke. And I'm not going to really spoil it here, of course, if you're not ever a One Piece fan or have not caught up to One Piece yet, or, you know, at least if you ever tried to, or if you haven't at this point, since it's over 800 episodes. Basically, yeah. So overall, that's pretty much when it comes to number 2. The Thriller Bark is definitely something that I would go back to. If it's not the episodes, and it's just the awesome moments, like some of the fight scenes, and also to get some laughs off the comedy moments as well. And also some very important things that will be revealed and saved, just like Oda himself, the classic Oda that we know him, building up for future story arcs of the series. So that's why it goes to number 2. Number 1. The number 1 thing that I love watching every year for Halloween as a cartoon classic, this time not an anime surprisingly, would go to the old school Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes. Yes, the Treehouse of Horror episodes were always hilarious. I love the Treehouse of Horror episodes. Some of the newer ones aren't so bad, which I have to somewhat see them because I've seen a few of them, and some of them are pretty much hit and miss nowadays. But it's the old school towards the 90s, a little bit past the 2000s, were the best ones of Treehouse of Horror. Every year, there's always quotes on my Twitter when it comes to Twitter feed that I'm always following, which actually does Simpsons quotes for a living. And also, there's another one too that basically does it doesn't really matter. I quote most of these every year, from like Treehouse of Horror, from like 3, a Treehouse of Horror 6 or 7. It's always the moments, and it's not because of the horrific feel. It's just, it's so funny, but yet also sometimes really well written. Especially most of my favorite episodes, like when it comes to, one of them would have to be from the Treehouse of Horror 2, which will be, the Monkey's Paw one, which I actually really liked. Actually, my favorite Treehouse of Horror ones would be probably, not so much of 2, because I only liked one of them from there, but mainly when it comes to 3. Treehouse of Horror 3, Treehouse of Horror 4, 5, I believe it was probably 10, 11, 12, 13. Maybe up to 13 or 14 is when I sort of stopped caring for it, but it was probably around like after Treehouse 11 or 12. Actually, I think I did remember somewhat of Treehouse Horror 14, which is one where Ned Flanders actually sees into certain future events where Homer is going to die. So that was actually, again, pretty well written and also pretty funny. Again, there were some newer Halloween ones that are funny, but, there are misses too. Like I said, they're mainly hit and misses nowadays when it comes to Treehouse of Horror. But it's always the old school classic ones, from Dial Z for Zombie, from, of course, the famous The Shining, because we can't say shiny. Shh, do you want to get sued? But also, we also do have the ones, of course, the most insane ones, which are the ones from the billboards attacking, with the giant colossal donut, 3D Homer. The list goes on, pretty much. Shit, I mean, the list definitely goes on when it comes to it. The whole Itchy and Scratchy coming to life. Of course, when it comes to the whole I Know What You Did Last Summer, the whole Apocalypse Before the Y2K thing, etc. Definitely those were the best times of my life growing up, and it was all thanks to not just the Simpsons themselves, but also the Treehouse of Horror. So that is the most greatest thing that I love watching as a cartoon classic every single Halloween. And there you go. That's all the top 5 Halloween anime/cartoons that I love watching every single Halloween. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Which anime/or cartoons did you used to watch growing up? Or, I mean, Halloween ones especially. Or just spooky episodes in general that you actually would love growing up with. Oh, yeah, so there you go. So that's pretty much all I can really think of when it comes to my top ones. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section below. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. This is the Ninja Reviewer signing out, saying peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. And manga fans, keep supporting what you read and what you watch. Oh, before I go, also do not forget to click the notification squad boys to follow all of my social to get notifications of my videos, of course. Follow me on my social media plugins and my gamer tags. And also, have a very happy Halloween, everyone. Have a very happy and safe Halloween. Hopefully you guys got a lot of candy and, partied, etc. Just stay safe. Don't do anything funny to the kids. Don't feed them no funny, some candy, not that good, not all the good kind of candy, for the adults, if you know what I mean. Okay, yeah. So that's basically it. So yeah, happy Halloween, guys. Stay safe and catch you guys later. Bye bye.